Ah, shit. Here we go again.
All right. Welcome to the first installment, the first edition, the first episode of a podcast that has no name.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about how you can get involved to try to help us name this podcast later on in the show. But for the time being, my name is Darko.
My name is Remy.
And yeah, again, this is a podcast about nothing and everything all at the same time.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to tell them it's about? But it's
nothing
literally
and everything.
It's going to have no...
There's no context. It's just two friends making a podcast about nothing and everything.
Yeah.
We got a few topics to discuss on...
Do you have topics?
I have that one, and I think if I go into my notes, I might have the topics that we initially had like earlier.
Okay.
Back when we first started.
Okay.
But
I got some topics too.
That's what I'm saying. Should we just jump into what you got? Because you have a double-sided piece of paper. She
Why are you making it sound like...
She came prepared. No, I'm saying. You came prepared. You ready?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into like the heavy topic first. I'll probably let's start off something simple. Let's get to know each other a little bit. Let's get other people to get out. Let's do the first one. When do you think that you start to feel, or when did you start to feel like an adult?
Oh, good question. When did I start?
Do you now? Do you feel like an adult or no?
No, I don't. To be completely honest. And I think this is also another thing for men to take. This is good for men to understand this question too, is because I feel like they say that women mature faster than men. And I totally stand by that statement. And I feel like, yeah, men just stay immature for so much longer.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the reason is behind it. If there's a scientific reason or a psychological reason for it. But yeah, no, I don't. I'm about to be 26 this year. We both are. And still don't feel like an adult. I still don't have a family doctor.
Okay, I have one of those.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have one of those.
That's how much I don't feel like an adult. I still don't have my own family doctor.
Okay.
To that point.
I just remember being young and being oh, those are adults. And it was someone that was 20 years old.
Yeah.
I'm that's an adult.
Right.
And I hit 20 and I was
no,
I was not doing what I thought adults were doing.
100%.
I saw this video, and it was this is how you know you're an adult now. And one of the things was your bed's in the middle of the floor, not against the wall. And I was fuck you. My bed's against the wall.
That's
and
how
it's
you know
always
you're an
gonna
adult?
stay. Yeah, apparently when your bed's in the middle and you have two nightstands beside the bed.
No.
Mine's always gonna be, I don't care if I'm fucking
against
80 years old, dying in my bed, it's gonna be against the fucking wall.
You know why? You know why I like the against the wall too? Is because it opens up the space.
It does, but I also feel, I don't know, I feel safe in my bed when it's
there's a wall.
There's not two areas for monsters to get me from the other side.
You know what the downside of having the bed against the wall, because and this goes back to my childhood, is that when me and my brother used to sleep on the same bed, he would kick me into what was called the ditch, and that's the space in between the wall and the bed.
Okay, yeah.
So
and if you didn't have it against the wall, you would fall off the bed.
So it's I don't know if it was good for me it was good that we had it up against the wall or bad.
That's so funny.
But yeah, no, I don't think that having the bed in the middle automatically makes you an adult because you have the bed in the middle.
No, I know it doesn't. That's why I got very upset when I thought I was I threw it.
5,000-pound threads.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, that doesn't make you an adult. But yeah, exactly to what you're saying, to your point, even when I was 20, still again didn't feel like an adult. 25, people think I'm 35 and I'm dude, I still have little toy figurines in my room and shit. You know what I mean? It's
I still collect Sailor Moon memorabilia.
That's what I mean. So I feel I don't know when that big shift is gonna happen, but I feel it's those little things, getting the family doctor, I don't know what else adults do, but yeah, get the family doctor. What else?
Call and make an appointment.
Yeah,
with
make
the
an
family
doctor. Go through the steps of just understanding that you're not always gonna be taken care of under your parents' insurance or whatever it was before we became adults at 19. So
I was driving the other day and I was picking up my girlfriend and I was thinking, I was man, I'm driving a car and I pay insurance and I like get gas and shit, like I feel like a grown up.
That's grown up shit.
Feel
That's
like a
grown up shit.
After everything else that I've done in life, that's what makes me feel like a grown
Paying
up.
for the insurance, buying the gas, and
yeah, I was just driving. I was like, wow, I drive. Such a like freedom feeling.
No, 100%, 100%.
So good.
And it's crazy that there's like, well, not crazy in the sense of like, oh, that's weird, but like in the sense that like there's people who are like 35 and are probably just getting their license like for the first time.
My mom's like in her 40s, early 40s, still doesn't have a license. And like my grandmother, same thing. She's like late 60s.
Doesn't have a license.
Doesn't have a license.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to get one.
Yeah, there's that too. Because I feel like, yeah, like you're going to reach a point where you're just like, like, why bother even getting one?
Yeah.
Right? So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that shift will happen where I become an adult. I feel like I already am, but I'm like trying to cling on to like innocence and that idea of like remaining a child. So yeah. I feel like that's why I sort of put off all the adulting things. Adult stuff. Yeah. But
I feel like there's a difference between like, you know, keeping that innocence and that wonder rather than, you know,
not getting a family
also
doctor.
Having a responsibility. There's a very vast line between the two.
Yes, this is true.
I'm going to call you this week and be like, yeah.
Get the family
I'm on like a bunch of different pages on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I can always be like, hey, anybody know a family doctor that's taking on patients? And then I'll just send them all to you.
All right.
Yeah.
You heard it first. I will get a family doctor.
Next week, I still don't have a family doctor.
Look, April's about to end. Yeah. Before I turn 26, I will have a family doctor.
There you go.
That's
okay. We're gonna come back to that.
Okay, look, we'll come back. We'll come back to that. That's a recurring theme here.
I have a funny question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think my dream home is?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Don't stare at me.
Hold on. Your dream home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna say because we are currently in your home right now.
Don't base it off what I'm in right now.
I'm not basing off right now, but I am basing off. We're gonna start with the plants.
Yeah.
You were going this flying shelf idea.
Flying.
Flying shelves. You know what they're called?
Floating shelves.
Okay, floating shelves, flying shelves. They're flying. They're in the air. They're hovering. They are floating. All right. Conclusion: floating shelves.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So these floating shelves that you have right now, like I feel like you're definitely gonna have. Like the plants, for sure. Like you, I feel like mini Amazon, like a mini Amazon.
Yes. Mini
Amazon. I feel like even this, I feel like when I see you, I feel like your house might just be one of the houses that's like the white and black houses. Like you
white and black?
Like white and black. Like everything is just white and black.
Oh my God.
Like everything is just white and black. Like your whole house.
You know me so well.
Your whole house is like, that's the vibe. I feel like.
Yeah. I want a full, like I want black walls.
That's what I mean. Like
I want like my outside of like my house to be all black. Like I love that.
Boom. And then your dishes and stuff, white.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
maybe black. I like black and gold a lot.
See, there you go.
Like, and like dark wood stains. Cool. Everything just dark. But like lots of windows. Yeah.
Lots of windows for the plants. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, and that's why I was looking here because I feel like you have like little sprinkles of it here in this space. So that's why I said that. But yeah, I would say like a total like minimalist vibe. But you might not be a minimalist, but like you have the vibe of like a minimalist. Like, you know what I mean?
You're not a minimalist, but I know you want to be.
Well, like that vibe is like what I think it would be.
All right.
Well, good. I mean, I guess questions for me too. What do you think my dream house is?
Oh, that's hard. I don't know. I can't just like stare at your. I feel like you're a maximalist, minimalist. So I feel like you're the type of person that would have like a collection of art all over the walls, but it would be very like chaotic, but it would look really good and cohesive together. Does that make sense? Is that what you? Or am I wrong? Am I way off?
No, you're like literally describing my room right now. It just feels with like random art, but like
that's pieces so that I funny. Love.
That's crazy.
So that and probably, I'd say plants too. You'd probably have like a house, like maybe like not a big house. I feel like you're not into like having like a giant place. Like you're okay with like having a small place with everything that you need, but it would have a large like yard where you can do things in.
I like the yard idea. Yard idea, definitely like the land idea, sort of like either like a big backyard,
garden,
big front yard. That too.
Grow your own food.
She got like a little garden. Like low key, the vibe is like almost like cabin living.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like I'm big
but
on
modern
like
cabin living.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But you'd also have like your own like little studio room where you can like have your own shit set up and people can come over.
I don't think I have the picture on here, but there's this picture of this like library. The one thing you didn't mention is a library. I need a library.
You need a library.
I need a library. It's of some sort of something. No, I don't have it on here. But there's this picture of like the bottom is like this circle office. And then right above the circle office, there's like a ladder that goes up and it's like a book. Like into like a loft? No, sort of, but into like a library. And it's again, the library is also circle.
Oh, that's nice.
And you like climb up. It was like I saw it right away and I was like, I need this in my house whenever that happens. Yeah, that's why I feel like you're very minimalist, but at the same time, very maximalist. Maximum minimalist. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. I like that. That's a vibe. Right? That's a vibe. I feel like that was a question. Great question. Right? Great question. All right. You want to do another one or do you want to go into this? Yeah. You want to get into this, the punishment thing? Oh my God, yes, please. Okay. Fuck. I was already getting heated. He started reading this to me. My sister sent this to me and I was like, let's just talk about this on the podcast. Okay, so I'm just going to read it from the top again. Explain what it is, though. Give context. Yeah, so I mean, I'm going to read her caption. Yeah. I'll read her caption and then we'll discuss. So she goes, LMFAO. So today I came across one of my many punishment letters to my parents from middle school. I don't know if anybody else had to write these, but my parents were notorious for making me write contracts when I misbehaved. It's just funny to look at it now. Over 10 years later, I was 13. So, and then she included a picture of the contract that she wrote. So it goes, Dear Mom and Dad, I'm sorry for, and then she lists like the points here. Being on the phone past curfew, talking back to you, talking to boys on the phone, lying, getting detention in school, kissing a boy, having an attitude. And then she continues, I deserved the punishments I received, and they have taught me that I should always obey your rules, and I avoid being pressured into something that can hurt me. I understand that at my young, vulnerable age, I can be easily deceived by the peers and older people around me. I also believe that I can change my bad actions, being cautious of the ones surrounding me, not kissing boys or talking to them on the phone, obeying simple rules, not being on the phone past curfew, using a serene and appropriate tone towards you as my parents, not talking back to you or having an attitude, telling the truth, not lying, staying out of trouble, and placing myself with the right peers, getting detention. Okay, yeah. And then they sign. Okay. Can I see this? Yes, you can. Can I? Because I have a lot to. What was the thing that she said here? Disobeying, privilege, and gather. Because like initially redeeming. Okay, so I feel like this just sounds like a really Christian household thing to do. One. Okay, fair. Which, fine, but when your child says, "I will obey you." I don't like that at all. No, that's fair. I do not like that. That's fair. I feel like there's a way that they could have done this better. Well, I mean, if writing, like, I don't know the context of exactly what happened or how it came to be or what the attitude exactly was, because a lot of the times when kids or teenagers are acting out, it is a cry for help. Right. So depending on how that attitude was portrayed, like sometimes like when I wanted to speak out about something when I was younger, it was portrayed as an attitude, but I was just, saying my feelings on the matter and my opinion on the matter. But I think the biggest thing that parents mistake is that they're above their children. And you should never be or think that you're better than your kids because you're an adult. Just because you are older than them and you have the title of like a mom or dad or a guardian doesn't mean that they are below you. Like, and it also doesn't mean you're automatically right all the time. Facts. So just seeing this, it like, oh, you kissed a boy. Oh, you were on your phone past curfew. Like, I don't know how old this person was when they were 13, they said. Come on. Were you kissing boys at 13? Yeah. Yeah,
I was doing a lot more than that, and I turned out fine.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think these are experiences. Like, I totally understand, like hanging out with like older people, fine. Like, if this is something that works for someone, like they're like, oh, like mom, dad, like I prefer to write things out. That's fine. But I think write out your feelings on the matter, like not a contract, like that. I don't know. There's it's just so weird to me. Like, what happens when they go against the contract then?
Well, I mean, they made the contract, so I guess they're like, in a sense, they'd be letting themselves down because they said that they would do these things and then they didn't do them.
Yeah, but then another contract has to be made. And that it just doesn't, like, nothing's getting fulfilled here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what were the reasons behind her doing these things?
What was the reason?
Well, right? Like, find the core of the problem, like the issues. I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't like it. The whole vibe of it just doesn't.
See, because initially, when my sister showed me this, I initially thought that this seems like, and like, I totally agree with you on the part, like, you know, like I will obey my parents and that thing.
I will redeem myself from what? Like your parent, like redeem yourself from your parents?
Now I see what you mean about the Christian thing. There's definitely like some Christian, like
energy.
Like, yes, energy, like overtones on this. But like, I was thinking it's good for problem solving because you're able to address the problem. Like, say, you know that there's a problem that you're causing, whether it be within your, within yourself or to your parents that you love, not that you have to obey them and like they're like gods to you. Like it's just in a sense of like, like I looked at it as it was a sense of like problem solving, being able to write out your problems and then build that skill.
And there's a way to do
like,
that without writing it in a contract.
100%.
That's like
100%.
a binding thing.
Yeah.
And it even says that in the end. Like it's just,
this is a contract I will hereby. Blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
And it's, I don't know. That's just wrong to me. Like, your relationship with your child isn't like a business thing. Like, it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, I hear you.
Write things out, talk about them, like find out reasons why it was happening. Because it's like, oh, yeah, I shouldn't have been hanging out with older people. That's true when you're 13 years old. Like, you should not be hanging out with people that are like a certain degree older than you. Like, 100%, especially women. Like, it happens all the time. But why were you doing those things? And why did you feel pressured to do those things? And who was pressuring you? And why did you feel the need to, go through with these things? And why did you want to use your phone late at night? Like, what were you doing? Oh, well, like, were you texting this person or talking to this person? Or were you in a fight with a friend? Or like, did you just want to be online? Were you just bored? Like, find out these reasons of why these things are happening.
Yeah, like at the root though.
At the root.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to continue happening if you don't figure out why it happened to begin with. Facts. And then write a binding contract to just stop.
That's facts. No, I hear you.
Like, of course she knows it's wrong, what she was doing. But like, or see, like her parents say it's wrong and she thinks it and knows that it's wrong. Right. And then she apologizes for it and that's it. Like, that's just so, like, there's no
need to write this like agreement.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
I would never do that.
Don't give your kids contracts. Don't give them contracts. Yeah. I don't know where. Is this it?
What? What are you looking for?
I was looking for the notes that I had before, but I don't know what this is. Should I just read it and see what this is? It says, we need to have a conversation about how clubs and events intentionally create a predatory environment.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Can I give an example?
100%. Go ahead.
Okay. So, for instance, girls get in free. Why do girls get in free?
So there's more girls to guys.
Yeah. And why is that?
So there's more. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah. Why do you think? Why do you think though? I'm asking you. Why do you think that?
So I don't know. Like, if I'm trying to put in my mind of like a predatory, I don't know. Like, so there's more.
Well, just options. Without thinking of this. Why do you think?
From? I don't know.
More women to choose from. Yeah. That's what you think. Why do women not get that option? It's not. It's so men can buy women drinks to try and coerce them into having fellatio.
Having relations.
Yeah, having relations with women. But it's just like, okay, so you let women in get for free. Yeah. Whoa, that was not a sentence. Let women get in for free. You let women into a bar for free.
Remy is single. Okay, go ahead.
You let women into the bar for free. And they usually pass the line up too, and men are waiting outside, and it's like this weird, predatory thing where like men are like these lions and they're waiting outside and they see all these women going inside and they all want to get in there and they're all waiting in line hours at a time to get into this club. And it's like so fucked up because when they go in there, then they'll spend more money buying women drinks, and that's mentality. But at the same time, you're now giving these women drinks and getting them drunk in order to get them to sleep with you. And that mentality is so fucked up.
100%.
So, yes, that needs to be talked about more.
Literally what you said is exactly what he continued.
Oh, stop it, really?
He said females 18 plus, males 21 plus. So this is in America. Females can get in. You're 18 plus, you can get in. To be a male, you have to be 21 plus. So already there's a distance
an age
gap. Free shots for all girls on entry. You're ensuring that girls are more intoxicated than the guys, and the guys are all significantly older.
It's fucked up, isn't it? I've known this for so long. Like, it's so weird to me. Like,
as a woman, I'm sure you pick up on all this shit.
Yeah.
So, like, and then this girl comments, she's like, I'm definitely ready to have this talk. Society has been built on predatory behavior. And she's like, right or wrong? Right.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up. That was a good little find there.
Look at that.
I'm like, yes, let's fucking talk about it. What do you got?
These topics here. I have that picture, that screenshot, and then I have the first topic is normalizing boobs. First topic. Okay. First sentence here. Normalizing boobs. Yo, the nip is gonna be out. Like, let the nip be out.
I don't think stop. Is it saying like normalize boobs being out or just normalize different boobs?
That too. Like, this is like the umbrella term, like normalizing boobs, but also in the sense of like, when will we ever stop like sexualizing boobs? Like, is what I think I meant here. Yeah. Because like, why? They're fucking.
Can we also boobs. Start normalizing vulvas too? Thank you. That's all.
That's all I have to say on that. Because like, why not?
It's just like you.
It's body, like it's our bodies.
Yeah. There's not going to be the same boob or the same vulva anywhere, and why do we?
Go ahead.
Okay. I just get really frustrated because I know you're a man, and I'm so sorry for this, but I'm not sorry. No, but like sorry. How women will like do so much to lay in bed with a guy, and like,
and guys will do the bare minimum.
But it's like, for what? For like fucking like saggy balls and like something that's not cleaned up and like just like no care for themselves at all. Dicks don't even look that great all the time. And like, and not only that, but it's like every dick looks different all the time. Like, there's so many different dicks. Like, either you're circumcised or you're not circumcised, or one ball's bigger than the other, or they're just fucking massive, or you got no balls at all, or like just like hair, or there's a curve to the left, right, up, down, like whatever. Why is that so normalized, but women's vulvas are not? Like, because of porn and what this idealistic image of what women's body is supposed to look like, and that we can't have like normalized vulvas. Like, they're all different. It's the same fucking thing. One side might hang a little more to the left. Yeah. Maybe one's an innie. Maybe one's an outie. That's just how it is.
No, it's literally that. I think exactly to your point. It goes back to, this also goes back to the whole thing about like the predatory thing too. But it's like, just, like all the guys are watching porn and they're like, okay, this is how a woman needs to look. A woman needs to look like this. Yeah. And if it's like, if that's not the expectation that they're going into, obviously they're going to be either one, like disappointed in a woman, or just like body shame them for whatever reason because, oh, you don't look like X porn star or like whatever, you know what I mean?
And it also goes into it, and it's like men's ideal image of a woman is totally the same as a fucking pedophile. I'm sorry. You want a woman bald. You want her to be small and petite. You want her to be submissive. You want, like, all these things are like the same description of children.
Yeah.
And it's so fucked up to me.
That's the scary part. Yeah. See, that's the thing. And that's why it goes back to the whole like predatory thing. Yeah. It goes back to that thing. And like
full circle.
We
hate men here.
Yeah, we hate men on this podcast. And yes, I understand that I'm a straight male, and I hate men. My kind.
I hate white people. You hate men, and I hate white people.
That's why this is the perfect podcast for you.
Yeah.
All right.
For us. That's why we're friends.
Exactly. That's a big fact. Before we get into another topic, do you want to talk about, you said that you wanted to make like a poll or like a survey thing on TikTok? Once we have
I don't know if you can make a poll or a survey. No, I just want, we don't have a name yet.
Yeah.
We don't have a name. So we have some ideas. Like they're just being thrown around right now. Darko's is really good. But we're a little unsure where we're going with it because we got to make a graphic.
Yeah.
And we got to get some sound in here, but I want everything to kind of be really cohesive and flow well together. And we need ideas for a podcast name.
And so we're open to ideas.
We're open to ideas.
I guess I'll post also, if you want to send me some of the clips, I'll post it on Showbiz Radio, even my personal Instagram too. And then
I can do that.
And that way, get the people involved. They can help us come up with a name for this podcast. Because my idea was, should I just tell them the idea? Yeah, my idea was open up or shut up was my idea, and I feel like it might be abrasive.
Speak up or shut the fuck up.
That's the abrasive
I really like
version.
that.
That's the abrasive version of it, but
the difference between me and you, though. That's
open up or shut. Yo, speak up or shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Stop fucking stuttering. Speak the fuck up. Sit down.
That's what I mean, because I feel like that would also be cool on the shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that was my idea. If y'all like that idea, I guess we'll put it in an open poll survey, or just send us ideas or whatever. We'll make it work.
Okay, we're already getting into kind of heavy topics, but topics that I like to discuss. I really want to talk about performative activism. So before we do talk about this, I am going to put a trigger warning on here. There is going to be talk about rape and racism and so on. It won't go into full detail, but there is mention of it. And I'm also going to define for people who don't know exactly what that definition is. And it's referring to activism done to increase social capital rather than the actual devotion to the cause. So that's kind of what I wanted to touch on. I also do realize that I am a white female, so I'm not going to talk over women of color voices, as well as racial performative activism. I'm not going to talk about that, but I will talk about feminism. So I will talk about it, but I won't give my opinions because I don't feel as if I'm in a place to say those things.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a white person that understands their privilege.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I think, a good example of like performative, what is it called? Activism? Performative activism. Yeah, what are we talking about again? Like a good example is, I guess the most recent one was like the black squares. Like the black squares on Instagram for like the Blackout Tuesday thing. I feel like anything like that, anything where you can just post something to like be in the in, to be in the now, and feel like you're doing something rather than just sitting at home and not doing anything. So I feel like, so that's like an example. If the definition didn't help, that's like a good example for that. And like, totally. With the definition, it says that you're just doing it for like, what did it say? Like a capitalistic gain?
Yeah, for like social capitalistic
gain. 100%. Like you want people to...
Also businesses too, you know what I mean? That I've never spoken out against it before. And
they just all of a sudden come out.
Shout out Ben and Jerry's though.
Yo, Ben and Jerry's been down since day one. Yo, Ben and Jerry's, if you want to sponsor this podcast, we would love to have you as a sponsor. We love your non-dairy ice cream, or I do personally. I love it. I
do too, yeah.
That one too, like just jumping onto whatever trend, not trend, but like whatever.
It turns into a trend.
It does turn into a trend because people, exactly how I was saying before, people just want to be able to like lead people to believe that they're part of like the side that is fighting for like the injustice or whatever. So they're just sitting at home posting a black square and then like forgetting about it.
And that's it.
Like a day later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I sent you a video the other day, about that woman. I forget her tag, otherwise I would say it, but she was like, I love when white people fight against racial injustice and they're like anti-racism, and they'll like cut their families off, and then she said it's like you guys just discovered racism yesterday.
Like, oh my god, this has been happening. This has been happening this whole time. So yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no, that video was perfect. Yeah, like the white people. Shout out to all the white people that are against racism.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
Cause, you know what I mean? Y'all out here fighting the good fight. Yeah, exactly that. Like, don't just jump on, make it a trend because you feel like, you know, and like don't make that like you doing your part. Like you doing your part should mean going out to the protests, donating to the right organizations and to the right causes.
Continue posting about it.
Exactly. Just because it's not in the major news outlet, you know, like in the next cycle or whatever, doesn't mean that's not still happening. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's another important thing, that it should always constantly be like a constant reminder that like shit is still going down. You know what I mean? So
yeah. As for like, I have a big thing lately with like men and performative activism with like feminism. Mm-hmm. And I have two opinions on this. So I always see like videos of men. Okay, so there's this thing going on around TikTok. And apparently it was this joke, but it's not fucking funny. And it was this April 24th thing. And they were announcing it National Rape Day. And it's super fucked up. And then you see all these men on here and they're like holding like an axe or like a sword. And they're like, April 24th ain't gonna happen if I get you on April 23rd. Or like, and then everyone's like, oh my God, King, like, love you. Oh my God, like, my throat's ready for you. And it's like, these are the comments, like, run me over, daddy. Like, I can't, like, when people do that, it's like, the bare minimum.
100%.
And you're praising this person for doing like, thank you for not raping me. Like that's the bare fucking minimum. It's just I hate that. But at the same time, there's such young, impressionable boys on there. And I think, and even like girls, I think it's really important that even if it is the bare minimum, they're seeing that instead of like incels being like, fuck women, not all men, and that kind of thing. And they're like seeing these men on here making this kind of like statement. So they like, and it's like, oh, I'm the hero.
100%.
I'm a hero in this when I'm talking about it.
Do you think that for a guy to be considered a feminist and like down for the cause and like the movement, mm-hmm. do you think that only a woman can call a man who's fighting the fight a feminist, or can a man call himself a feminist?
I think a man can call himself a feminist.
But they have to be like in like the act of continuing. Do
you think that only people of color can tell me that I'm anti-racist, or do you think I can say that I'm anti-racist? Because there's two different sides to that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can say I'm anti-racist because I'm saying, like, I don't fucking agree with just not being racist. I'm anti-racist. Like,
100%, yes. In that sense, yeah, you could call yourself that because I am a witness. Like, I'm seeing it. Am I saying it right? Anti-racist? Yeah, that's anti-racist.
I feel like there's another word that goes in there. What's wrong? My brain is just, like, on anti-racist. Is that not the word? Slow today. It is.
We're about, you're anti-racist. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And, like, I'm a witness to that. So, like, yeah, like, For me, like if I'm in your presence, I have no issue with you calling yourself that, because I see the way that you like, you know.
I feel like so I feel like it's different. So if I was to be like, if I'm to say to someone I'm not racist rather than I'm anti-racist, I feel like those are different statements, because there is probably things that I have said in the past or things that I might say that might make someone uncomfortable or that have like in-ground like internal racism from like generations that I literally have no idea about. Right. So I don't think it's possible for me to be completely like, does that make sense?
Yes, just because there's
but I am anti-racist. Like if someone says like what you just said was harmful to the Black community, that done.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking your word for it. Yeah. Like I'm not doubting you in any way. Like if that is how I'm making you feel, that's how I'm making you feel.
That's facts. No, that's facts. Yeah, I hear you on that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, exactly to your point. Yeah, I feel like those two statements are definitely different.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go around saying, yeah, like I'm not a racist, but like I feel like it's also like the work you do, and that goes back to what we were saying about the performative activism.
Yeah, you have to do the work.
You have to be like actively doing the work and not just
being
the-
like,
the
oh, I'm a
momentary.
feminist, and yet not like knowing what intersectional feminism means or knowing what it's about
100%.
or, you know, including like women of color in this feminism, because a lot of the times it is white women doing this performative activism as well with feminism.
Right.
And it doesn't involve intersectional feminism. It doesn't involve women of color. And that's a big thing.
Big facts. Big facts.
Love when you say that.
Big facts. Because it's facts. Yo, I choose my words carefully. If I'm saying it's facts, it's
Yeah,
facts.
yeah.
That's good. I feel like, I guess we didn't really preface this or say this at the beginning of the podcast, but like, yeah, we're just here to be open. Like, I'm gonna say this for myself because as a male, we say a lot of stupid shit. So like, I'm gonna like just be honest with y'all and you, Remy. Like, I'm just here to be wrong. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm here to learn, and I'm okay with being wrong because we're on a journey of learning and continuing to learn as people. So if I ever come on here and I say some stupid shit, like I'm owning my stupid because I want to continue to learn.
Yeah, you can count me in on that too.
Yeah, 100%. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's just
there's
the board.
bound to be one topic that we might like have to go back and forth on.
Oh, 100%.
We haven't yet,
100%.
really, but
True. But I feel like, yeah, just to get this out and open and like so everyone understands, like, yeah, this space that we're creating with this podcast is like strictly for just learning and growth and being able to come on here and if we're wrong, understand that we're wrong and to learn from that to move forward. And I feel like that's like it's like a good that's like the mission statement. That's the mission. That's our mission statement here at the podcast about nothing.
Stares at the camera.
The podcast about nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
This is a podcast for everyone. This is a podcast for thick boys, thick girls, weirdos, people with glasses, the whole LGBTQ plus gang collective. We in here.
Yeah.
This is a podcast for people with lopsided nipples. This is a podcast for
people with big vulvas.
Big vulvas. This is a podcast for all shapes and sizes of penises. This is a podcast for people who have one ear bigger than the other. I don't know if that's a thing, but someone might have it. This is a podcast for you. This is a podcast for everyone. Not one person is excluded from this podcast. This is a podcast for everyone it's a welcoming space for everyone. Judge-free zone. And yeah. People don't wear matching socks. People who mismatch their bra and panties. This is for everyone.
Wait, is that not normal?
It's normal. That's what I said. It's for anyone. It's for anyone.
Okay,
It's for everyone.
You made it stand out because you're naming all these impurities or not? Is it impurities?
Not impurities.
Imperfections. Yeah.
I wouldn't even say like imperfections. It's just like because those imperfections make us perfect.
Yeah.
All right, but like no, the total.
You make me feel so good about myself.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like literally, no. This podcast is for everyone. We just want to preface that as well. Everyone's welcome here to safe space to just be open and learn. And that's it. That's why I had the idea of open up or shut up. You said what? What? Is that what I said? Open up or shut up.
No, it's
open up.
Speak the fuck up or shut the fuck up.
Speak the fuck up or shut the fuck up.
That's
That's very abrasive.
Yeah. I like that one a lot. We can abbreviate it. That's good. We don't need help anymore. That's the podcast name.
Yo, fuck all y'all. If y'all were already coming up with ideas, sorry, get out of here.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Oh, good question. Celebrity crush. I've been in love with like Zoey Kravitz for the longest time.
Okay.
Yeah. Zoey Kravitz. I would think for like alternative women. So like Zoey Kravitz. I think for the longest time, I think Zoey Kravitz has been like up there. SZA, obviously, like from like the jump. SZA from the jump, from when I first heard her sing from like the mixtapes and shit. SZA for sure. Like yeah, probably either like SZA or Zoey Kravitz.
If you had to pick a guy,
his Trevante Rhodes is his name. I'm gonna show you a picture.
Okay, you show me a picture.
I'll show you a picture and you'll understand what I mean.
Rest in peace, Mac Miller, but he's my ride or die. I just
no.
I cry when I listen to this. Like I'll just be in the car and like fucking like Odd Future or like SZA or Kalani will be playing, and all of a sudden Matt comes on, and I'm like,
You're crying.
I'm having a great day, it's sunny out, and I'm just sitting in the car crying. No reason. Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Javante Rhodes. This is.
But I also have a thing for older men, so.
Let's see how old he is.
Yeah, no, he's old.
He's like 31.
Oh, okay, that's not that old.
It's not that old, yeah. Compared to us, it's not that old. But this is Javante Rhodes is my guy.
Okay.
If I had to pick a guy, Javante Rhodes.
Nice.
That's what we mean about this. This is an open podcast here. It's okay. Straight men, you're all a little gay. Just accept it.
Yeah, I saw the video. Are you thinking of that video that I sent you?
You're all gay. Breaking
How do
news.
straight men know what's gay?
Oh, this is gay. This is gay. Yeah. Breaking news.
How do you know?
You're all gay.
Yeah.
So that's okay. What about you? So Mac,
Yeah.
and then okay, let's go women.
I don't know. I love all women. I can't pick one. I love all women. I really cannot pick one.
That's a cop out. You can't.
I know. It's not a cop out. I literally I think of so many women, and I just can't. That's
all I do
I
is just think of women
can't
all
right
day.
now. No,
all day I just think of women.
I just no, I do. Like I really I feel like lately I'm just like I don't like men at all. Like I do. Like I like certain men, and it's only the men in my life that I choose to be in my life. Not that I'm forced to have in my life,
Yeah.
but like there's like I can count on my one hand the men that I like in my life.
And that's saying something.
Yeah.
So
I don't respect men unless they prove to me that they can be respected, because I'm not about to guess who is going to, take my kindness for granted or disrespect me or assault me. Like I'm not about doing the guesswork for that or doing the work in general. So women have a different vibe. Women are just ethereal, just human beings and magical, and their presence is so different than men. Women are safe and warm and and non-binary. Just a whole different vibe. Just all of the good parts of everything. Just, yep. That's all.
Again, all the women listening, Remy is single.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep replying. I'm gonna keep saying that.
No, don't say that, because I'm in a relationship with God.
Okay.
God is me.
I have a relationship with God, and God is
me.
All right, fair.
Yeah.
You know what? Can't even knock that one, because
I just don't especially during the pandemic. I just don't how do you find the time
to go meet someone?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how
it's the work you got to do.
Yeah, and then it's crazy how during the pandemic, all of the dating apps were forced down people's throats.
Yeah, and I tried it, and I'm gonna tell a story about this guy that I was talking to, and I thought he was so cool, and he did drag, and he was very left politically, and he just had all the right morale and that I like in a person, and he was very open with his sexuality, and I like that. And then he randomly, we were just in random conversation, I don't know how it got brought up, you're smiling right now, and he was like, yeah, I have a ghetto booty. And I was like, fuck, why?
Not necessary.
This is a white man, by the way.
Yes.
Why did you have to describe your ass as a ghetto booty? You could have just said big. What is the point in using that term? I just don't understand. And the things that we were talking about and discussing, I thought that he was a lot smarter than that. Yeah. But that's where I'm at. I just don't have patience. No, I'm not texting you again. That's the last text I'll ever see from you. Block. I don't have time for this. But then I have this guilt, and I'm like, I'm white and I have this privilege. I should say something to him and be like, you shouldn't say this, and this is why.
So I feel like that would be the ideal approach.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's not going to happen.
I probably still could, but it's been weeks. So I randomly text him, hey, by the way.
I've been thinking about this for the whole time I haven't been texting you.
I have, though. I think about it all the time, and I'm like, I really feel like I should say it. that's the point I'm at where I have no patience for anything. You do one thing like that, and I'm like, ugh, I get the ick. Do you ever get icks?
I don't know about icks, but like definitely cringe. Like
yeah, that's
cringe.
an ick.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's an ick.
Yeah.
It's like when what are these? There's like a list of icks that like men do, and it's like when they like choke on their water. Have you seen these?
I haven't.
There are like videos on TikTok like what gives you the ick from men, and it's like the comments are like when he like chokes on his water, or like it's like a list. Are you looking up a list?
What gives you the ick?
Yeah.
From men specifically?
That is okay. I don't know what you're reading up on right now, but that doesn't seem
Girls are sharing what gives them the ick.
Yeah, that one. That's probably the one that you want to look into. I don't know. I feel like things like that obviously give me an ick. I don't like men who are like, what's that emoji with like the little ooh eyes? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the little pouty, like watery eye one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do not fucking use that with me.
I sent that to you yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, the other day when you were bigging me up as the king.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay, I'm trying.
No, I mean when they're like, oh my god, I feel so ugly today, and they send a little ooh thing. Yeah, I'm like, don't do that. I'm like,
okay.
Don't mind my hair in this picture, but I'm gonna send this to you. What are the icks?
These are the most 31 ridiculous reasons girls have got the ick.
Holding an umbrella is enough to give me the ick, but if that umbrella turns inside out, they are never seeing me. The mental image is fucking flying in the windy street.
You can't control that. That's the wind. You can't control the wind.
It's so icky. Like imagine a man just like in like a suit tailored to him and just like walking so confidently, and then he's holding an umbrella, and then he just fucking it turns inside out. Oh, that's good. I like that one. Okay. Yeah. What's the other one?
Sitting on the toilet.
Just does that not like? Do you ever like think of women just sitting on the toilet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen my last relationship. I saw women sit on the toilet. Yeah. So like, yeah.
I think men sit on the toilet differently.
Oh yeah, y'all sit like in like this.
What?
Y'all, do you sit open?
I'm like this.
That's what I mean. My image is like.
I'm just kidding. No, I like sit. My legs aren't fucking close together. Like I'm like at a fucking tea party. Yeah. Like I'm just chilling. I'm like this on the toilet.
Just like naturally, like
my posture is probably not good. I'm probably like this, like on my phone.
100%.
Why do men take so long to take a shit? I don't understand that. Do you take a long time?
This is a thing. This question got brought up, I think maybe 2 years ago, and but it's exactly to this point that it feels better for men to take shit than women
because you have that
the prostate
one. Yeah.
That's probably why. That's probably why.
Just beating off and taking a shit.
Whoa. Yo, you know what? If you've ever done that, it's okay. That's okay. I've never.
I like how you're trying. It's fine. It's fine, but it's just like it's funny to me.
It's a weird
still
image.
Funny.
It's a weird.
That's
image.
like me, like getting off, like flicking my bean, being a DJ in the bathroom while I'm taking a shit. Like it's still funny. Like it's unsanitary. Don't do that.
It's weird.
Unless it's like a kink of yours, and go for it. I'm not gonna kink shame here. I'm the last person to do that. But
being off taking a shit.
I don't. So it's because you're just enjoying it. Like, are you? I think
maybe that's why you're just enjoying.
So does it come out slower? Like, I don't understand how that works. Do you make it come out slower, or do you just?
You just shit. Like, what do you mean?
Okay, that's the whole point. It only takes so long to poop. Why are you taking an hour to poop?
I think if you're taking it, okay. So here, let me try to understand this. So maybe it's either on the phone, because I know if I bring my phone into the washroom, I could be done the poop in like say 5 minutes. But now I'm in the bathroom.
It's still a long time.
No, sure. But if I'm not regular, but like say, let's say average time a man spends in the bathroom is 5 minutes. Let's say that. If the phone is there, you're going to be, you're 20 minutes on the bathroom because you're scrolling now. Like you could have already been done, but now you're just scrolling on whatever app you're using. And if they're taking longer than that, then it's just because, you're either not eating enough fiber.
I'm like in and out.
You're not eating enough fiber.
I don't want toilets.
You don't like toilets?
I hate bathrooms so much. I like bathrooms. I just don't like toilets. Like I want to get a bidet.
Yeah, shout out bidets. We need more bidets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's like the reason. But yeah, no, if I'm regular, I'm good. Like if I'm eating good, I'm like feeling the best, living my best life. Yeah. Then like under 2 minute shit. Like easily under 2 minute shit. So there's that. I feel like any men that I've ever been around are always like, oh, I got a shit, and they like go right away, and I'm like, are you okay? Like, you like, why are you running? Just bubbling. She running. I'm sorry. It was. You know what? No, that's a good one. That's a good one. I've been singing that all day. I can't stop. No, like I just don't understand like why men fucking sprint to go take a shit, and I'm like, I know I have to poop, but I'll probably like poop in like an hour, or like I'll go in a little bit, like I'm doing something. Like I've never had to be like, I'm gonna shit my pants, I have to run to the bathroom. That's an ick. When men are like, I have to go to the washroom, and they like, I'm like, okay, are you good? No. Yeah, because that right there just sounds like you have diarrhea. That just sounds like you need, like it's coming, like it's already. But it's like started. A regular thing for them. It already started. like you're sitting down and it had already started, and you're like, I have to go to the washroom, like right now. That's what that sounds like. That's what that sounds. I've never ran to the washroom to be like, I need to go take a shit. I've done that for my period, but like definitely not. That's. I feel like that's totally different. I feel like that's totally different. Maybe 100%. Men's shits are like the equivalent to women's periods. They just can't control it. Right? It's a thought. Yeah. It's a thought. All right. The next ick is running up the stairs on all fours. Oh, on all fours? Oh my, stop. You know what? Yo, I do this sometimes. Not gonna lie. No, you don't. I do. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna like you go like this. This is like open. You run up it. So like, I can't even show you properly, but like, yeah, if I like, sometimes, most of the time, like you just walk up the stairs, right? You just walk up the stairs. Okay. Sometimes, if I want to get up the stairs faster, literally like a fucking dog, like a cat or something, just like all fours. Stop it. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so now I guess I'm ick now. No, you're fine. I've become ick. No, you're fine. Okay, no, it's you're above all this. It's okay. What's the other one? Maya said, poor short guys sat on one of those bar stools and their legs just dangling freely. What's wrong with the dangle? You think you don't like the dangle? I'm just imagining like a 4'5" just swinging their legs under the table. But I kind of like that feeling. Like even though like whenever I sit on the stool, my feet touch the ground. Sometimes I try to make it. So even though I'm tall, I'm average. Didn't I just tell you my dad was complimenting me on how average I was? Yeah. He was like, "Oh yeah, Steve. How tall are you? 5'10". I'm like, that's an average. Oh, okay. That's an average male. That's an average male. I'm just an average guy. Pressing the traffic light button and waiting for the green man. That's not bad. What? Okay. Men sitting in the bath. No. The thought of them on the trampoline playing crack the egg and being the egg. Oh my. I like how these are really descriptive and you can see it. They're so specific too. You can really see. No, that's good. You can see this. This is good. I like these ones. Yeah. Filling their car up with petrol. That's gas if you don't understand. Don't know why. Just makes me feel so weird. I feel weird. I give myself the ick when I'm filling up gas. I'm just standing there like I don't know what to do with myself. And you're not supposed to use your phone when you're pouring gas. So I'm just standing there like staring off into space and disassociating, and I'm like just waiting for it to stop. Yeah. Yeah. No, and then I realize when it like clicks, I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm gonna get back into my car. Pumping gas is weird. Yeah. Pumping gas is weird. The thought of them getting ran over. The embarrassment.
Imagine, I saw this, I don't know who said it, but imagine like getting ran over, but like you're fine, and you have to like get up from that. Imagine.
Yeah, so back in 2012, I was walking to school, and I got hit by a car on my way to school. No, this is dead serious, bro. This is dead serious. I'm dead ass. 2012.
Were you okay?
I did. The fucked up part is I was okay. The first thing I checked for was where my leg. Yo, I literally, yo. Okay, we're about to get into like just some stuff that me and Remy know. So like literally went to. So the person that saw me was Amber.
Okay,
Yeah. In our grade, she saw me. And she like texted me while I was in the hospital getting like checked out. She's like, "Oh my god, like you okay?" Blah blah blah.
Oh, so
and,
you
like,
went to a hospital?
Yes.
Okay, like that's fine. I'm imagining you got up and you're like, "No, it's fine. I'm okay," and you walked away.
But I did check myself over, like if I was okay, and like I was fine. Legs are fine. Yeah. Doctor just sent me to school.
Wait, did he just like? How did that happen? Did he just like fully run you over? Like
no, he hit me on the side.
Yeah,
and I like.
Did you go over?
Like onto his car, onto his car, and then off.
Did you sue him?
Oh, 100%.
Stop it!
I have none of that money though. I splurged it.
When did you get a settlement?
Blow money fast.
How much was it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you actually get a settlement?
Yeah.
How much did you get?
A lot.
Do you really? Is this a serious thing? You don't want to talk about it?
Like I have no problem talking about it. I have no problem talking about my past mistakes as a young man listening to rap music. Yeah, I listen.
What does rap music have to do?
It influenced me to buy a lot of stupid shit that I didn't need.
Oh, okay. You just looked at me like, fucking dummy.
Blow money fast. All right.
How much did you get?
40,000. Yeah, I don't have any of that. Like let's be honest here, I don't have any of that.
That's crazy.
It's crazy though, right? Yeah, like I got a good chunk of money.
How long did that take to get you?
Like under 3 years, maybe I think. It was pretty fast, but it was also like slow.
That's crazy.
And like I don't have any of that money. I could have bought a lot of stuff. I mean, I ended up buying a car that I ended up selling because I live in the city and I don't drive. But like, yeah, no, at that time, and also because there was periods of my life where I would stop working and focus on like creative endeavors.
Oh, and then
so then I was using that money to like pay rent and stuff like that. So like I did buy a lot of stupid stuff, but it's also like I just had money that I could live off and I didn't have to go to work for it. So like, and I took it. Yeah, I mean, I totally took advantage of that. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
high school when I was working and I was making like really good money, like stupid money, and I didn't realize how good I had it. And I was still living with my grandparents, and like I was making upwards of like between 7 and 10 grand a month. And all I was doing was going to festivals and buying drugs and buying my friends' festival tickets.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, I didn't even have a license, so I'm just fucking taking cabs everywhere I want to go. I'm like getting hotels. I'm buying myself shit. Like,
yeah, it's everything that you don't need at all.
Yeah, I was doing all of it, and then I like look back and I'm like, oh, I could have done so much with that money. I could have done so much with that money. What was I thinking?
This goes back to not like to anything we were saying, but I'm sure we've had this conversation before. Just the idea of like education. If I was educated on what to do, on how to use money properly, bro, I'd probably be a millionaire right now. Like no cap, I'd probably be a millionaire right now. If I knew how to invest properly, knew how to do all that stuff properly, $40,000 to start investing with? Come on.
I wonder why you didn't want to tell me. That's a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But like, and here's the thing too, like I don't even think that I regret it just because that time where I was able to not work was nice. Mm-hmm. Because even right now that I'm not working and being able to just spend all my time being creative is nice.
Yeah.
Is nice. So like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I had my moment. I can say that I balled out.
Good for you.
I had a ball out moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I feel like that's the only way we learn really how to like manage our money anyways is when we fuck up a little bit like that.
Yeah.
A little bit more for you, but
yes. Well, like for me personally, like I learned
40 when you think about it, I'm sorry to cut you off, but $40,000 really isn't that much money when you think about it.
Not really.
Like, as an adult and the expenses that you have, it's really fucking nothing.
Yeah, especially in this day and age, yeah, 100%.
It's
It's not.
nothing.
It's nothing. But
Yeah.
like as a kid who was what, like 20,
Yeah, it's a fucking lot of money.
21 at the time.
How long did it take you to get through it?
I was probably done it a year into the last relationship that I was in. So like 22.
How did it feel, that
23.
last $1,000?
The funny thing is, the money that I'm investing right now, there's probably like $500 of that initial.
Oh, really?
Like there's still like, because
I can't wait till you're like, that's back up to 40,000.
That's what I mean. Like that's like, that feeling's gonna be pretty sick. But like, yeah, there's probably like $500 worth of that initial like lump sum that is being used right now for investment.
Gone.
So it's not completely gone. Like I didn't just go straight down to zero.
Did you buy stuff to like invest in just like tech stuff? Like, did you buy anything that you still have now?
The car I don't have.
Like, did you buy your computer or did you already have it?
No, the computer would have been a purchase like that.
Okay, so that's an investment.
Yeah, that's true.
That's something that you
this stuff was more recent, but like, yeah. So I mean, there's probably some stuff. Like if I go to my house right now and like check, I could probably find some stuff. But for the most part, it was a lot of like, just like young. Like I bought like a penny board. I just bought a bunch of like just like kid stuff.
Kid stuff.
Like 100%. I just bought a bunch of kid stuff. Like I was like, all right, what do I need? How can I look cool when I'm walking down the city?
Well, you were literally still a child. Like I'm sorry,
100%. Yeah.
20 years.
I'm like 20 years old.
Something like I don't know.
Like 40 grand.
Like between like even I feel like 2-year differences in high school are so different. Like a grade 9 versus a grade 12 or a grade, like, do you know what I mean? Like those are 2 different ages.
100%.
Obviously, but like mentally and emotionally, like you are so different in those stages. And then like a year out of high school versus 3 years, I feel like the biggest changes in our life happen between the time that you're 18 to the time that you're like 22, 23 even. Like those are the biggest changes, I feel.
Yeah, like formative for sure.
Yeah. And like, I don't know where I was going with that, but I feel like even though like I'm going to be 26 next month, there's like a big difference between me now to even me versus like when I was like 23. Like I was still a child at 23.
100%. 100%. And I feel like for me, the biggest, like my biggest teacher anyway for like my early 20s was my last relationship, because it just showed me like all the things that I wasn't like privy to as like in my teens and like growing up. Like it just showed me all that. So it was like the biggest learning curve. Like
examples.
One, like the biggest thing would be like just understanding like the idea, like, or like the concept of love, even though it's an abstract concept, but like just like that, understanding what love could look like when it's like genuine and like coming from a place of like just like purity. I don't know, like I don't know if that makes sense, but like
it makes sense.
But like but then only understanding love coming from like a physical standpoint when it would be like as a child. So like it's just that like being able to see the different sides of the world. I feel like exactly how you're saying. That's why it was formative in those early years, because you're just, for me anyway, like the experiences were just so, like the experiences were made in a way that like I had to grow from them, or like sort of like look the other way and then not try to like learn from whatever experience I was going through. But I feel like, yeah, those.
I feel like relationships are the biggest teaching moment for like when you're young to when
if you're
older.
If you're open to it, if you're open to learning from it, because some people might get out of the relationship and not.
I feel like unless you're like a narcissist and you're also probably just a narcissist, everyone learns from a relationship. Like whether that be you think like mentally they change or they like know what they want in relationships. Like everyone changes from a relationship because everyone is so different in context to like how a person is within the relationship. And like every relationship that I've been in, I realized, okay, I don't want this in my relationship, and I didn't like how I acted in this relationship, for example. My first relationship, it was like super obsessive on my end, and like it was constantly all about them, and I would do anything for them, and I bailed on my friends, and I bailed on my family, and I look back on it now, I'm like, oh, like I was one of those girls. I never want to be one of those girls ever again. And that's something that I took from it. I learned balance in relationships, and like I've been in abusive relationships in the past, and I've learned to see like warning signs and like how to get out of it and so on. And being with a narcissist, I also learned how to spot a narcissist.
Right,
so all these things have helped me kind of guide myself through being able to like find myself relationships, whether that is friendships or more of an intimate relationship.
Oh, big facts. Exactly to your point. Like, I feel like, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier, is that like, for me, like, I feel like I have to go through the experience to learn from it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just the kind of person I am. Sometimes
I'm the same.
It's probably like, I don't know, like maybe in hindsight, it might not be the best way to do it. But like, for me, that's the only way that seems to work. Like, I have to go through the experience or else I'm not going to fully understand and like have it resonate with me. In education too,
like some people learn from like visual, audio. Some people are like hands-on, like they need to do it themselves. Right. That's just kind of how you do. Everyone learns at the different rates.
Yeah, like I have to experience it myself because I have to. Because then now I have to make the connection within myself that like, okay, this is bad, this is good, versus someone just telling me how to live life. Where it's like, now I know how to live life within myself because I went through the experience, right? So, yeah, I feel like, I just have to go through the experience. It's all about the experience. It's all about the experience.
If you didn't experience it, I don't want to fucking hear it.
That's facts.
We talked about that before.
Honestly, yeah, we have talked about that before. And I feel like, because if you're just giving me your opinion on something, like opinion is like the lowest form of like human thought. So like, but if you're sharing your experience with me, like that just holds so much more weight because, you know what I mean? Yeah. All right. As I apply more chapstick, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you made it this far, appreciate you. Love you. We'll have, if you like this, let us know. I mean, we're going to keep doing it anyway. So fuck it if you like it or not. But if you like it, let us know. Comment below. Let's try to continue the conversation. And this is... Give us your experiences. Yeah, let us know your experiences. I feel like we said earlier, it'll be like just like an open space. A judgment-free zone. Next episode? What should we do? We should get people to ask questions. And we answer them. Yes. It could be like advice, just personal questions, anything. And we'll answer them. And everything. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Write that down. Okay. Put it on your line. Staring at me like write it down now. Okay. That's not what I meant. But we'll have guests on here at some point. We have some friends that we've all been thinking about doing podcasty stuff. So, but we have friends that do stuff. They do stuff. And they're all on the same brain length as us. So wavelength. So this is what is it called? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're so shy with it. What is it called? Shut the fuck up or speak up or shut the fuck up. I'll just let her say it. Okay, bye. Peace.